Hi Capricorn, this is your May 2018 general reading. Changing it up a bit this month because I got hold of a pack of Rider-Waite. So what I'm going to be doing is the normal 3-card Major Arcana reading, and I will then be pulling one from the Swords, one from the Wands, one from the Cups and one from the Pentacles to flesh things out a little bit. So one final shuffle. One final cut. Let's see what we get for you, Capricorn. Justice in the upright. The Emperor in reverse. What a contrast. The Moon in reverse. Okay. Well, it looks to me like you feel like you're on solid ground, but and in the right. But there is an element of unruliness at play that you don't see, and the upshot of the conjunction between your own sense of being upright and in the right and the unruliness of the Emperor reversed, some things are going to fall out. Some things that have been hidden, and that you may have a certain interest in having kept hidden, or that they're not, you may have an interest, but there might have been an interest in some portion of your life in keeping certain things under wraps and kind of banked down and stuffed down, and perhaps that's what's giving you the illusion of being upright and in the right. Goodness me. Okay, but this element of unruliness here in the Emperor in reverse, in the position of the veil. This is how this 3-card reading works. Things as you see them, the veil, things as they really are. What I can't see from this is whether it's your own ill discipline and unruliness here that's stopping you seeing that this is what's actually on the cards, so to speak. And I kind of would be somewhat surprised. I don't know, because I mean, you're an earth sign. You know, you're not given to sort of like floating about in a fantasy world, Capricorn. You know, you're the goat. You're the sure-footed, all-consuming goat that can pretty much survive anywhere. So perhaps this is simply circumstances. As the saying goes, circumstances, dear boy, circumstances. You know, stuff happening that you weren't expecting that seems to sort of, yeah, this element of unruliness and ill discipline. So I'm going to go straight for a little bit more on this. Okay, the High Priest in the reverse, or the Hierophant in the reverse. Again, another card of the sort of the rule-based nature of life. Now, this can be our own rules, our own sense of what is and what isn't, and what is right and what isn't, or it can be stuff from the outside. And usually with the Hierophant, it's about stuff from the outside. Okay, I think you might be going to be messed about throughout the month of May. And the upshot will be some discoveries, some perhaps rather shocking discoveries. But I can't see yet whether these discoveries are in yourself, you know, realizing some things about yourself that you didn't know, or whether it's going to be stuff to do with outside agencies or outside people, other people basically, or situations that you're involved in your life that aren't solely you, but that nonetheless affect you deeply. So let's have another look here. Okay, High Priestess in reverse. Now, when I see the High Priestess in reverse, what I see is narcissism. Oh, you know, all the good goddess energy, the wondrous goddess energy on its head. You know, truth becomes lies, love becomes exploitation, nurture becomes neglect. That's what I see in the High Priestess in reverse. Oh, wow, I think it might be a stormy month. And I'm going to go for one more here. I'm not going to pull any more on this, because I think we've kind of seen enough to see that where you start at the beginning of the month is not, by the looks of this reading, going to be where you are by the end of the month. As I say, we've got two kind of rule-based cards. We've got the Emperor representing the law on its head, and we've got the Hierophant representing the kind of the politicization of the human spirit, i.e. kind of religion, rights and wrongs. So we've got legal rights and wrongs, we've got moral rights and wrongs, both on their head. Let's get one more on that. Wow, okay, the Devil, but in the reverse. Right, there's going to be some letting go, some sort of forced, I'm afraid, by the looks of things, some forced letting go of truths and givens, or seeming truths and seeming givens that you have held dear, that have kept you upright and kind of in the right. And I'm not saying I think you're in the wrong, because I don't, but I think okay, the basic thing I'm getting from this is that a relationship that you're in that seems okay isn't, but that there's an element of holding on to it that is going to be taken from you. I don't know necessarily wrenched from you, but taken from you by the unfolding of events through this month, through May. And I think it's going to lead to the exposure of some secrets and lies, and I think perhaps quite rapid exposure of secrets and lies, and you know, the realization that there is or a growing sense that there is some exploitation of you in this situation, and that looks quite uncomfortable. But you know, it's better to know, Capricorn, than to not know. I'm just wondering whether, no, I'm going to leave it there. That's what I see in this reading. Okay, I'm going to pull one from the Swords now. Okay, Page of Swords. Keep an eye out for throwaway comments, and for perhaps cruel things that are then said to have been uttered in jest. Many a truth is told in jest. And I mean, you know, this is a nice dude, the Page of Swords. You know, he's graceful, and you know, he's got all the billowing clouds behind him and everything. It's all lovely, lovely, lovely. And he's striking this sort of rather dancer-like pose. But, you know, if he sweeps that sword down, something's going to get sliced. And then he's going to go, oh, did I cut you? Oh, it was just part of my dance. Okay, throwaway comments. Many a truth is told in jest. You know, so if somebody makes some sort of disparaging, snotty remark to you and it cuts you, and they then say, "Oh, I was only joking," you know, don't take it seriously. You know, why do you always have to take everything so seriously? Keep an eye out for that. Okay, 8 of Wands. Yeah, so more communication, more. Okay, I actually think what's coming this month, this is this realization of, yeah, I think this is not a stormy month, but I think it's going to perhaps be somewhat relentless. Like, something's going to happen, it's going to shock you. Another thing's going to happen, it's going to make you even more uncomfortable. Another thing's going to happen, you're going to be thinking, what the hell's going on here? You know, chung, 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 chung. That was 9. They're going to come in one after the other. That was only 4. You get the feeling. Okay, very interesting. This one came up in an earlier reading. And, you know, this is so lovely, this card. It's so lovely. You've got this beautiful rainbow and everybody's happy and the children are dancing together and everything. And however, it turning up in this reading suggests to me that there is an illusion at work. And, you know, where narcissism is concerned in the High Priestess in reverse here, there is a heavy, heavy element of illusion. And I think there's going to be a push and a pull inside you this month as to whether to continue believing in the happiness of your setup, or whether to look at what's actually happening in front of your eyes. And you see, the thing is, the moment we ask ourselves, am I on safe ground, is a clear sign that to a significant degree, big enough to ask ourselves that question, we are not on safe ground. Okay, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I think whoever this concerns, Capricorn, and I don't think this is you doing all this, I think this is coming your way. They're going to be trying to sort of buy you off. You know, maybe somebody's going to be vile to you, but subtly vile and sort of in jest, and to try to sort of regain some lost territory, because you know, you're going to be hurt, and you will express it, or it will be clear from your demeanor that you're hurt. They're going to sort of say, oh, come on, you know, let me take you out for dinner, or they're going to turn up with a bunch of flowers, or they're going to be trying to buy you off and say, look, come on, you know, we're happy. Why do you have to, you know, why do you have to sort of call things into question all the time? If this was genuine, none of those conversations would be taking place, would they? I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, Capricorn. Good luck with all that. Do listen to your instincts. You know, you're sure-footed, you're on the mountain. You don't get this shit wrong. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and I will see you again for the next reading. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.